So hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope so you all are doing great in your life. I'm Anurag and you are watching computer science stuff. So without any further delay, let's dive into our first course, which is data structures and algorithm. Before starting this course, I have one prerequisite. For learning this course, you should have a proper knowledge about any one language, any one programming language. It can be C, C++, Java, Python, etc. So let's get started. First of all, we should have some sort of idea about why do we need to learn about the data structures and algorithm. Similarly, in our case, we will ask ourselves that why do we need a data structures and algorithms? So the answer is very simple. We are surrounded by the informations which is to be stored in the form of data. Now, storing is not enough. Retrieving and processing those data is also very crucial. On the other hand, the structure should also have to be very efficient so that various processes like insertion, deletion or updation of the data can be performed in very faster and efficient manner. Some of the well-known data structures which we will discuss in our course are linked list, stack, queue, tree, and graphs. And their implementations can be done in very popular programming languages like C, C++, Java, etc. Now I am going to be implement those data structures in C++. You can do it in your own preferable programming language. Okay. Now this data structure course will very much helpful to you in your gate examination and also in your job interviews. Rather than that, the data structures is also used in recent trending topics like big data, AI, and machine learning. Now, for the sake of knowledge, data structures and algorithms are two different words. Now, the table of contents, I had divided this course into 6 parts. The first part contains the introductory session. The second part contains the linear data structure. Third part contains nonlinear data structure. Fourth part contains sorting and searching. Fifth contains hashing and sixth one is file structure. So moving ahead to the first part, which is data structure and algorithms introduction. So what is data structure? So data structure is nothing but structuring and organizing the data so that we can efficiently manage the data, and whenever we have to retrieve or update, we can retrieve and update in a faster way. Now I had taken a exact definition of data structures from Wikipedia, which says a data structure is a collection of a data values, the relationship among them, and the functions or operations that can be applied to the data. Moreover, it also makes the algorithm easy to understand and manageable. So before continuing our DSA introduction, one should have a proper knowledge about primitive data type and abstract data type. So primitive data type is a fundamental data type which cannot be further divided or broken down. Uh, Simply, it is the simplest data type. For example, integer, character, float, and double. Now comes abstract data type. In the computer science, an abstract data type is a mathematical model for the data types. So some of the abstract data types are linked list, queue, stack. and map. And the implementation in DS of list, queue, and stack can be done by array, linked list. While the implementation in DS of map can be done by tree and graph. So at last but not the least, computational complexity, upper bound and lower bound theory. So what do you mean by computational complexity? So computational complexity decides how efficient your data structure is on the basis of how long your program takes to compile and how much space or memory it occupies. Now comes the lower bound and upper bound theory. So lower bound and upper bound theory provides a way to find the lowest complexity algorithm to solve a problem that we will discuss in our future slides. Till then, for the sake of knowledge, the upper bound is denoted by asymptotic notation big O and the lower bound is denoted by big omega. Now there is a third another case which we will call as average case scenario, which is denoted by theta notation. I hope you enjoy this video. If you like the video, hit that big fat like button. Please do subscribe to my channel and share as much as you can. I'm Anurag Mohanty signing off and see you in my next video. Till then, take care, stay safe and keep learning. Bye bye.